Hello everyone, this is Rome. Welcome to my channel. If you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. You might be on the ground floor to something great, maybe the next greatest YouTube channel, maybe not. Let's just wait and see. Vice President Kamala Harris. The political version of an industry implant. Like, let's say in the music industry, they bring someone exactly what they need them to be, push their music out until they become famous. Ever since her name was put on the ballot, everyone was just confused. No one really knew why she was on the ballot as vice president or what she would do to benefit everyone. You know, there was that one question that nobody could ask. Was she put there just to pander to black people? Like specifically just to get the black vote and that's it? I mean, Democrats haven't been really doing much for black people. Or as Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And I guess that was the premise of this whole interview. If not, they did a really bad job at portraying that. This is what happens when you just don't have a straight conversation with people. It just puts you in a tough place. And yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Let's just watch. So it starts off with nice pleasantries, and then Charlemagne asks her, on behalf of all black people, we just want to ask, where are you? Where are you? And why have you disappeared? And this was her answer.
Thank you for asking.
Let's talk about some of that work because, it's people like me that were motivated to vote for you, and we feel as if you've disappeared. If not disappeared, been silenced. Is that the case?
Not at all. I mean, even this week, there were two things that actually more than that I'm extremely proud of that has been the product of months and months of work. One, something you and I have discussed before, the issue of maternal health. Another issue, I just did an event yesterday about lead pipes. What else have we done? Well, I've been working for a long time on saying black folks need access to capital. Everybody needs access to capital, in particular when we looked at the pandemic. So these are some of the things I could go on. I mean, one of the other issues that I care deeply about is what we have got to do in terms of public transit. I've been working on the infrastructure law that we now have.
Humble brag, but okay. So my issue with this whole thing is that you said this was just last week and it was months and months worth of work? Bro, what? Okay. So all you did was lead pipes, transportation, black businesses getting more money, or small black businesses, and maternal health. At the same time, the Texas abortion laws continue to be a main issue to the point that even the federal government can't tell states not to enforce anti-abortion laws. Yeah, you must be proud, my friend. Actually, I think I get it. Because with the Texas laws, you're not forced to have the baby, right? So now you get the whole maternal health thing. Okay, I see you working with the system. You go, sis. I'm obviously being sarcastic. Please don't take me seriously. But you're very proud of the work you guys do, right? Implant. Also, if someone asks you where have you been, or have you been pushed back in the background or whatever, why don't you just say yes or no and let's just move on? Like, no, I haven't been in the background. I've actually been doing work, but yeah, that's it. She went on this whole diatribe, and in the end, you don't learn anything new because all she did was hit the check boxes all Democrats do. It's literally a Democratic checkbox. Okay, did we do anything for women? Okay. Did we do anything for kids? Okay. Did we do anything for minorities? Okay. Yay, Democrats win. But did they actually do anything? No. To work up the intensity and maybe a little bit of the drama, Charlemagne goes and asks, how she felt about how she's being criticized as the first female black president and whether it was fair in comparison to her predecessors. I mean, which is a fair question. I think every vice president would get asked that. Like, how do you feel in comparison to the one that came in before you? But there was a specific twist, let's put it as a twist. Do you think they're pushing you back or pushing back against you because you're a black woman? And as much as she tried to push back, Charlemagne got her to crack just a tad bit, which is a funny prelude to what's gonna happen later. I just know she won't find the second part as funny as the first one.
You get a lot of criticism. More criticism than any VP I've seen in recent memory. But there's nothing you've done on your worst day as VP that compares to, Mike Pence's worst day as VP. But you seem to get crucified for every little thing in the media. Why do you think that is?
Well, I appreciate you asking the question, but let me just tell you something. My focus is going to, I can't tell you how many places from Chicago to Charlotte to Detroit where fathers and mothers bring their little girls and little boys up to me and they say, I want to meet Kamala Harris. And then the parent shows me on their phone a picture of their child watching the TV when I was sworn in, right? That's what I focus on in terms of my motivation and my inspiration and verification of the importance of being here and getting this work done. And that's where I focus.
Do you think the criticism comes from you being a black woman, a woman of color?
I think that there is definitely healthy discussion that I will leave others to have about that, but I'm going to be focused on the work and I will not be distracted.
It's okay to say yes. We see it. It's okay. Now, I know you wanted to speak on the Build Back Better plan too, but it seems like once again, Senator Joe Manchin is stopping progress on that. Why?
Well, look, Build Back Better is something that the president and I care deeply about. It was our original idea. Even when we were campaigning, it's about saying, look, if first of all, the cost of living is too expensive for too many people. It has been this way even before
Now,
the
the rest of
pandemic.
this conversation is just going to revolve around why is Senator Joe Manchin holding up all the progress and what are they doing about it. And you're going to see the various techniques that Vice President Kamala Harris would use to try to avoid answering that questions or avoid blame, and how hard Charlemagne was pushing her to the moment that she cracked. And when she cracked. Oh, Lord. That child needed lotion. Whew. Yeah, I'm not going to go through these one by one. I'm just going to cut through the various questions until we get to the last one.
But where's the pushback on Senator Joe Manchin? Why is he allowed to constantly hold up President Biden's agenda?
I mean, look, here's the thing that is an important fact, which may sound technical, but it really is an important fact. We have, folks know we have the White House as Democrats, the House and the Senate. In the House, we have, as Democrats, a majority, I believe as of today, it's by 3 votes out of hundreds of people. In the Senate, where there are 100 senators, we are split 50-50 in terms of the Democrats or independents who caucus with the Democrats and the Republicans. And that makes me, as the president of the Senate, the tie vote. Every vote matters.
We start scratching the surface now.
Pretty.
At what point do we stop being politicians and just be real with the American people, Madam Vice President? Because we know Joe Manchin is ruining this country. The stuff he's holding up progress on are hurting people. They're hurting black people in particular. If Democrats allow Joe Manchin to continue to do this, how do you convince black people to come out and continue to vote for y'all? He's holding up progress. We know this.
Hey, Charlemagne, here's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. I think it's a mistake to try and think about this only through the lens of Democrats versus Democrats, when the fact is Republicans are consistently and unanimously standing in the way of progress.
Very true.
Okay, I guess so. The scratching the surface method didn't work with her, so she kind of decided to change methods. Let's see.
I agree.
So where do you stand?
I agree Republicans are blocking progress, but when I think about it, it's like we went out, black people, we voted, got Democrats in the White House, got Democrats to Senate, but it seems like a Democrat, Joe Manchin, is always blocking progress. Like, if there's no hope in making Joe change, like, why not say that so at least we know who the problem is? Because I feel like you get villainized the way I feel Senator Joe Manchin should, me personally. In the media, you get villainized for silly things like earbuds when he's actually stopping progress. Why not just tell people that so we know who the problem is? They're pointing the fingers at the wrong people.
Because I'm telling you, I'm literally, the problem is we have right now in America a party, I'm not talking about all Republicans, but the Republican Party that is drawing a line.
And then she said, you know what? Maybe this guy doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. Let me push harder on that idea. You know, the idea of they're the obvious enemy. So let's just focus on them without focusing on our internal struggles.
So who's the
I
real?
can hear you.
So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne.
I really-
Come on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't
No,
tell
no,
sometimes.
no. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a
It's
problem?
It's Joe Biden, and I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris. And the reality is, because we are in office, we do the things like the child tax credit, which is going to reduce black child poverty by 50%, on track to do that. We do things that are about saying that our Department of Justice is going to do these investigations and require that we end chokeholds and have body cameras. It is the work of saying we're going to get lead out of pipes and paint because our babies are suffering because of that. It is the work of saying people who ride public transit deserve the same kind of dignity that anybody else does. So let's improve that system. It is the work of saying that we have got to bring down prescription drug costs because folks who have diabetes should not be dying because they don't have enough money in their pocket. It's about saying black maternal mortality is a real issue that must be treated by everybody, including the White House, as a serious issue. I hear the frustration, but let's not deny the impact that we've had and agree also that there is a whole lot more work to be done. And it is not easy to do, but we will not give up, and I will not give up.
I just want you to know that Madam Vice President, that Kamala Harris, that's the one I like. That's the one that was putting the pressure on people in Senate hearings. That's the one I'd like to see more often out here in these streets.
Again, if you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching the full video.